Hi, it's Therese from Lostinpaper and I'm here for Reverse Confetti today, and I've got a sketch for you to try. If you know me, you know I have a little bit of a sketch phobia, or I used to, and now I've bonded. I'm happy. I'm enjoying them. So especially when I get to use these beautiful products, this Banner in Bloom stamp set and die set is just so sweet, and I thought it'd be a really pretty way to incorporate some flowers within this sketch. And I did decide to keep it really clean and simple, and I wanted to do some practice colouring with my Tombow markers because I haven't used these a lot. So I'm working on a piece of Bristol cardstock. This is the same size as the front of my card, and I'm using some archival jet black ink, and I'm stamping out the little bouquet of flowers in each corner. And this is, if you look at the sketch, this is going to represent the diagonal piece that goes behind the panel in the front. While I'm doing my stamping, I thought I'd also stamp out the floral banner and add the word thank you in the center. And I've used the same waterproof ink because, like I said, I'm going to be playing with my Tombows today and just doing a bit of light watercolouring with them. How I'm using them mostly today is direct to paper. So I've added 2 shades of blue to the flower, a lighter and a darker, focusing the darker in the center, and then picking up some water on a brush, making sure that it's not too wet, and then moving the colour to get rid of any harsh lines that can be seen. And actually these markers move really well on this Bristol cardstock, and it's very forgiving. The banner that I coloured, I used like a neutral grey, and I wasn't really keen on the final sort of look, but I'll come back and I'll fix that a little bit later with some pencils. And that's one of the good things that I like about pencils is that if you're not really happy with how your colouring's turned out, wait for everything to dry and you can come back and add some extra details with your pencils. They're a great image saver and a really good way to add shadow as well. So I'll leave you with the colouring. All the numbers of these colours will be over at my blog, so the link will be in the description below, and I'll be back very soon. So I have the matching dies, and that makes this very easy. I could just simply hold the die in place with some low-tack tape and then run it through my die cutting machine. And these dies are really easy to use because they have the open window. You can see exactly where the image is and line it up perfectly. So next I'm going to work on the sketch a little bit more. It has this center panel and like a second border, and I didn't want to add a border to my panel or draw a line. I did think about adding some gold embossing around the edge. I thought that might have looked nice, but then I had an epiphany. I thought, I know, I'm going to do a score line all the way around the edge of the panel, and it seemed like a great idea at the time, and it did work. It was just harder than I thought it was going to be. Because I didn't want the line to go all the way to the edge of the panel of this panel of cardstock, meant that I had to kind of make marks on the front of the panel and then sort of work out where the lines were going to be, and you know, it just took a bit of time, but that's okay. It kind of worked out in the end. It's just really hard to see the lines on these, like on my scoreboard, without actually starting at the top, starting in the middle. So I'm kind of visualizing it, and then I actually put some pressure on the score tool. And I did have to erase those pencil marks as well. Now it's time to put my card together, and I can add the panel to directly to the front of my top fold card, and I've used my ATG, which I have just reloaded, and it's not very happy at the moment, but I'm getting there. Sometimes it takes me you know, a few goes to get it going, but I really do like my adhesive ATG now, most of the time. Not today so much. And I used some fun foam on the back of the panel just to pop that up, and I did have to add a little bit of fun foam to each side of my banner. I didn't want to pop the whole banner up. I just wanted it to sit flush on the panel, but make sure the sides wouldn't sag down. I did actually add the fun foam on each side of those. I just thought it needed a little something something. And I've got some Nouveau Jewel Drops. I've got a couple of different colours that I used. It was the grey mist and the really pale blue colour. Sea Breeze it's called, that's right. And I've just sprinkled a few of those across the front of the card, following the angle of the sketch. And that's it for my card today. I hope you've had some fun, and I know I have. I'll be back again real soon. Till next time, happy paper crafting. Bye.